Where do we get vitamin D? Vitamin D is a really unique nutrient because we get it from the sun. That's the main place where we should be getting our vitamin D because our bodies are really efficient at making vitamin D when our skin is exposed to sunlight and specifically ultraviolet B radiation. So the body can create around 200 international units of vitamin D from just a few minutes of sun exposure on your face and your arms. This varies from person to person and place to place though, so it's very difficult to know exactly how much you yourself will make from the sun. We do know that people who live in sunnier climates are able to have access to vitamin D year-round, and people who live in cloudier or wintry climates will have more trouble getting enough vitamin D from the sun during the winter. The next place we can get vitamin D is from food. This vitamin is not that prevalent in food, unlike many of the other nutrients. So fatty fish are actually one of the best natural sources of vitamin D, and along with that, cod liver oil and fish oils can have vitamin D as well. Other sources of vitamin D are eggs and cheese and fattier foods like that. There's also fortified foods, especially in the US. Dairy foods, your vitamin D whole milk, it's a fortified food. Vitamin D's been added into the milk. And so having those fortifications does help reduce the risk of getting a true vitamin D deficiency if you are consuming dairy foods. The last place that we get vitamin D is from supplementation. And so vitamin D supplements are very prevalent in the market. You can get all kinds of different dosages, and it's usually a fairly simple and cheap supplement to purchase. How much vitamin D you should be taking by supplementation is dependent on many, many things. The general recommendation from the Recommended Dietary Allowance for vitamin D is about 600 to 800 international units, or IU, per day for most adults. This number goes up for the elderly and for pregnant and lactating women, but that number may only be good enough to keep you out of a deficiency. It might not be enough for a more optimal general health, and so that's where individualized testing and personalized dosing becomes really important.